Right. Yo, yo. It's me again. T-Bone's got computer issues. He was going to do a backtesting session. But instead, you've got me. Thanks for coining instead of joining. Usual malarkey. Let's go on here. Right, so big move down, right? Whew, big move down. Let's just sort out. I closed my music. That's what I did. Like a dumbass. Let's get some background music. Please tell me I haven't got to log in. Yeah. Soft sounds. How are we doing today? How is everyone? How you doing, Pickles? I think we're in a corrective bullish stage. Oh, man, it is hot in this room. It is like a fucking sauna. How far's New York gonna go? Are we gonna run down all through these? Possibly. We've obviously already taken the high as our open. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely better for futures. You'd have to go up time frame, so you can still do lazy boy, right? But you just have to go up time frame so that the range is bigger, which gives you. And then you also need to make sure you're setting a limit order, so you don't get any slippage. Are you trading on Euro USD, aren't you? I think you're trading Euro USD. Let's have a look. See, I think if I was trading Euro, I'd be looking for this. Across that red over the zero line. and then that sell. And I probably wouldn't take the 50%. I'd probably take the sell signal, try and get that run. Had a couple of them today. Because I think this was 69%. Yeah, so this was a setup, but obviously it never retraced. I'll have to have a look at Euro, see whether it's better on the signals, because like CL can be the same as well. Like when it goes, and you don't often get those retracements, and sometimes they're better. I mean, this has been a. Has this been a sequence one? Let's have a look. Yeah, so you've got a strong bearish trend here. Is this the one where you got BE'd on? Taking the low. Sell signal, high. BE'd. I can see that. Can understand that. Okay, so we get a sell signal here. 74% bearish. Tagged in. TP. So there's been two wins. I think even if you wanted to use that high, you'd have still got tagged. I really like this one. Take out the low from the previous. Coming under the zero line. Same thing here. We take the low already. We trace up into the EMAs. It was a rough day for me yesterday, mate. Better day today, but we have rough days. I think the main thing is about not giving back to the market, isn't it? When you have your bad days, just try and keep them limited, and then get back to it. Even reduce your size as you're taking your trades, just until your mind's back comfortable. But if we're doing 1-hour trades, right? You know, we shouldn't go too far behind. The NQ data that we're pulling back at the moment is very, very good. We've still got a bit more work to do because we're trying to add all the confluences to give you a probability of them all. But yeah, like so far for November, with very little confluences, it's way up there as a win rate. Way up there. Looks like NQ, look, we're just about to cross this zero line. Got open prices down here. Potential transition, so NQ could plummet. major liquidity is not all the way down to here, right? So although there's obviously levels all around here, it's all the way down here. This was the last where bearish volume was higher, right? All of this is very little bearish volume. This is where we had the more volume kicking in to give us that level. Here we haven't been able to put enough volume in to create a level. Therefore, this is our liquidity level, our open. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Are we going to come all the way? Let's see. We've got a corrective bearish on everything. We're corrective bearish on sequence 2 on the 2 hour. 1 and 3 are corrective. We had a sell signal, tap to the 50%. Very quick trade here. Obviously, with leaving a runner going, you'd have had it have been a cracking runner so far. Just as a 1 hour trade. It was done in 2 minutes. They're the trades you want. Pickles, don't worry, bud. Don't worry, mate. I appreciate you just coming on. Appreciate the support. So, yeah, this was my other trade here today. Tap at the 50%. You can see strong bullish, 77%. Everything's aligned. Tap of the 50%. Boosh. And then I trailed below that low there. Got taken out on that trade. And then there was another opportunity for a couple more. This was one. Here. Really clean. And then I've been working away from that. The boss keeps pestering. And then here we get that corrective price action, get tapped in. And that was the last trade. So we've covered all of our everything from yesterday. We're now put all of that behind us. Good profitable day. We're up. So usual New York Open. Let's just have a little look around. See how. Well, that's the big interest of the day. Yes. Oh, hang on a second. I'm in replay mode. No wonder it's so different. That looks more like it. So we would have opened up with a gap, right? So we got a gap below. Coming to that zero line. Same Q's gap. It is a massive gap. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I mean, it is unfair, right? Pre-New York, super clean. Just up and up and up and up and up and up and up. No problem, right? Really, really clean. Let me just turn off the historic previous lines. Right. Look at candle market structure. So we take the high here. Take the high again. Take the high again. Take the high again. Inside bar. Take the high again. So we've had literally just bullish, 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 bullish. New York. Flip. But look at it though. I mean, you literally had what? Bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, bearish. Like, it's literally choppity chop, chop, chop. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. See if it cleans itself out. Would be nice if we can hold on till the next hour, get some direction. It'd be a lovely short if we can give ourselves that confirmation. So, push down, breaks the low. trying to track order flow with that tight. I've gone down time frames. Let's just see if we can make it a little clearer. See if we can see what's going on. I don't really want a border. So I've just gone down time frames. I'm just going to really tighten up to see how we're breaking these levels. So order flow is bullish, right? Order flow is bullish. Can you hear the dog in the background? It's so hot in here, I have to have the window open. I can't believe you can hear that in the background. That's alright. So I'm just trying to help with direction, right? So I'm just looking at who's in control. Bulls, bears. Right now we have bullish. This low goes, then potentially we have a switch, right? Let's see. Here we go. So now we might be switching bearish. Well, order flow switches bearish, but we might get that move down, right? So liquidation here. If I was trading Photon, back to my early days, we have a liquidation, a flip, and then we flip again. MACD's coming back to 0 line. And yeah, and then there's again, we take out low. This to go. morning. We flip again. Whew. Just going to refine that down. So this is the open for the hour. So we're a while away from the open. Taking the previous hour low. Still keep coming up and up. There it goes. So I might not fill that gap. Let's see where we are on the 1 minute. Okay, I mean, there's that big wick. There's the tap up. I mean, even then, it's just a fucking candle. We're above the EMAs. Let's just clean that up. Oh yeah, it was meant to, we were going to do a back testing session today. Apologies. T was going to be on doing a back testing session while I've been recording some videos. However, he's got an issue with his computer, so that's why I've dived on again. So we're a little bit up in the air at the moment, just because what we've been planning to do, we've not quite got there at the moment. So apologies, I'm a bit over the place, as my head is elsewhere. So I'm just coming on looking at price. I know we've got PMI, haven't we? At 10 in 3 minutes. Is that right? Have we got price? We got PMI in 10 at 10. It's 10, isn't it? Oh my god, where am I? 10, yeah. 8.15 non-farm. We've had that. 10 PMI. We've got crude at 10.30, and then Powell at 1.45. Okay. Break that low. Are we now going to run for the lows? Oh, my trend line went. I think it was like something like that, wasn't it? Yeah. Do do do. Probably that one should have been. Do do do. 1 minute. Hang on. Yeah, 1 minute. There we go. Oh, let's see if we can get our sell. I'm 2 up this morning. I'm only taking 1 trade. If I lose, no more trades. Keeping me profit for today. No chasing, exactly. If they're right, I'll take them. I'm not at home. I stayed the night somewhere else. Very lovely lady put me up. Fuck you, Tony. What's your name? Green candle alert. What's a green candle alert? Oh, we're flippity flopping. So this candle here is a wick. See the up and down? There you go. There's our wick down. There's our wick down again. A lot of wickies. But here we take the high and we come back. And so it'll be interesting to see whether we take this low. So we've got a couple of data we're waiting for, right? So we've got take this low, more bearish, gives us bias towards bearish. Close above the open on this candle or below the open gives us probability of bullish or bearish. Some really, really important bits of data, right? Our whole goal is to be able to predict the outcome of the candle, bullish or bearish, with high probability. If we can do that and we get that probability, then we know we can shape out a trade from that hourly candle because we know where the high probabilities, highs and lows are. And that is what we do in a nutshell, right? This is the video that I've been doing, which is our theory. What is the probability of a candle closing bullish or bearish? That's where it all starts, right? Because if we can predict the outcome of a candle, then we can predict the probability of the low and the high. And that's Max Algo in a theory, right? That's what we do. Everything we try and do, and probability, is all about trying to increase, or what impacts the outcome of a bullish or bearish candle, right? And then when we've got it, when we have that, we've then got an edge, right? That is Max Algo in a nutshell. So the high is quite far away. Let's just clean up. We're in a new hour. So we're going to go bullish. There's our high. We're going to go bearish. There's our low. What can give us probability to the bullish side? Well, we're corrective bullish at the moment, right? So if we're corrective bullish, we can either go bearish or bullish. So we could change into a sequence 1, right? So we've corrected from this bullish move, right? We've corrected, and now we can carry on bullish, right? Which means the algo will then switch back to bullish. Or alternatively, we can go bearish, or we can carry on with the correctiveness. But that's basically what it means, yeah? We've had a bullish run, gone to corrective, and now we're expecting to either chop, and then the algo will give us a directional bias this way, or a directional bias this way. So when we're in chop, other than a sequence 1, which is the 3 hour, we don't worry, right? Let's have a look where the 3 hour is. Okay, so this is the second hour of the 3 hour. Let's see. We'll come back above that 0 line now. We have started to go weak on the bullish price action. We had a lovely transition. Transitioned. Lovely. Now we're starting to weaken. We can then go back into a nice strong trend again and get some continuation. So we are 7 minutes in. We've got 2 more minutes. That was a good call, Alexander. That calling that green candle. Was that what you meant here? We were going to get a bullish candle, right? I like it. Maybe we can bottle you. You could be our probability. Okay, 2 hours gone strong bullish. Two hours just started. See if that 1 hour can go as well. I want to see this high go. We're flipping. It's starting to... Right, so we close above the open. So first bit of data, we have slight bias towards the bullish side. We've now got our low and our high in segment 1. That's our next bit of bias, right? If we take this high, that gives us another advantage to it being a bullish hour. Or if we take the low. It might be that we need to see this hour out. CL, already taken the low. Looking nice and bearish. Crossing that 0 line. Early sell signal on CL as well. And we are bearish on Trend AI. Maybe. Okay. Bearish sequence 2. Corrective bullish, corrective bullish. Would like the EMAs just to be a bit lower down. So we took the high, took the low, took the low. So we've got probability bearish by taking the low of the previous period on CL, which is this, right? What did I do? 65%, right? So when we took in segment 1, when we took the low of the previous period, so we got a 65% probability from this, plus 61% that this is our high. We didn't get the 50% retracement anyway, but on CL I don't always take it because it can just go. Ah! Oh, night out. Oh, go on. Yeah. I think CL's going to run now. See you later. Very, oh my. CL could literally just run for this hour. One giant candle. NQ's taken the high. Boosh. Early buy signal. Yeah, oh, come on, Algo. You're flipping between it. Oh. I wanted to be in CL before we took this low up here. So I still think CL is just going to keep going. If we take that low in CL, it'll see you later. Can we grab this on NQ? Taken the high, didn't take the low. That's bullish. Closed above, bullish. We're flipping between on the algo. We've crossed back bullish again on NQ. I like it. I'm not sure it's going to give us that retracement. Let's have a look. Uh, 42825. It's right on the EMA as well. Don't really want to see this level go though. I mean, I'll go switching back again. No. I've taken my limit order off. As much as I like it, the algo's flip back. I can't take it. I cannot take it. If the algo stayed the same, then we would we'd be in. But because the algo's changed, we haven't got that on our side. And that's one of our main confluences, if not the main confluence that I use. Return to open. So that probability is justified now, right? When we take the high of the previous hour, we have a 70% probability of returning to the open. That's done. Tick, tick, tick. We don't want to close below that open. That gives us a bearish signal. There goes CL. Probably missed that trade. $9.885. We'll put it on just in case. Pew, pew. CL often will not even give us the chance. It will just go. Was it oil inventories in 30 minutes? Well reminded. Order cancelled. Wow. Fuck's sake. Too much going on today. I just read that before as well. Hello, gold. Oh, look, we've got gold as well. It's like a sweet shop. We haven't taken the previous high yet on gold. We haven't taken the current high. Nothing on gold yet. Nvidia, gap filled. YM's almost filled its gap. ES is going down. Still some way for the gap fill. It's basically to the open. If it closes strong bullish, right, then sequence 2 is still going to be above 70%. So we've still got next hour. Because the higher time frame's bullish as well, everything's aligned. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if this trade plays out. It would have been amazing. The algo wasn't holding up, and therefore it's against the rules. We had a lot of other probability in our favour, right though? Tick. Tick. We're now closing above, again, the open. 72% probability of closing bullish. So we've got 1, 2, 3 ticks of probability, right? This buy signal gives us a 60% probability. This is our low. Taking this high gives us a 63% probability. Hang on. Hang on. No. Yeah. Yeah, it gives us a 66% probability of closing bullish. It doesn't like 10 minutes. 5 minutes high as it goes. Yeah, 65%. So taking this high, oh, it was segment 2. That was segment 2 we took the high. Hold on. 80%, it dropped down. Yeah, 80% probability of closing bullish, that one. Nice. So taking this high in segment 2, that gave us an 80% probability of this hour closing bullish. So lovely tick in the box for probability on that one, right? Plus our buy signal. Plus we're closing above the open. There's 3 ticks in bullish probabilities for the hour, right? 1, 2, 3. We never took the low with the previous hour. Set a new high. That would have been our trade, right? Tag in here, stop below, targeting the high. It's probable. Hello, Euro. Where have you gone? Sheesh. We've got sequence 1. So if we go into electronic trading hours, if we went into regular trading hours, sorry, my apologies. If I do it on the algo, put it into regular trading hours, you can see we're a sequence 2. Bit of a hack here, possibly. Where's it gone? Sequence 2. Why is there only 6? So if we'd have been trading in regular trading hours, then the algo wouldn't have switched. We could have taken that. But we're not trading electronic. Have we got 5 minutes until news for oil? 10:30? Yeah. Yay. So we've only hit the 50% mark for our distribution level on the daily. We're going to have a strong bullish day. We can push all the way up to here. But we've hit our first high probability level. So, yeah, which is here. You can see we've hit. If we look at that on our table, you can see that 180 hit the 50%, 66%, which is the level we're at now. Only 28% made it to the next level. Still 78, but so we've hit our first high probability level on the daily. Three minutes until oil. We got any other ideas on predicting what it will impact the outcome of a candle, bullish or bearish? I kind of gone above the open, previous hour, current segments, algo. Needs to be significant, right? We need at least sort of 70% up. Do I? Yeah. Depending. I like the I used to trade the 30-second all the time. I'm only not on the 30-second because a lot of people don't have 30-second data. I love the 30-second. It's my favourite time frame. I love it. It's my favourite. Yeah, I mean, it used to be very snipe entries. I was always kind of finding areas to get in, try and get a tight stop. And then as I've got busy, I don't know, trading is a difficult thing to do when there's lots going on, right? Having something like Lazy Boy, it's just less focus on the mind, right? Less split-second decisions. We get everything aligned. We set our limit order. That's it. And to be fair, the results for Lazy Boy, you know, the difference between the Lazy Boy setup and I kind of think other setups, right, is one, it's based on probability. So if you think about kind of most setups, what are they based off of, right? They're based off of, especially mechanical, they're based off of indicators. And there goes oil. Oh! Hey, we got our 50% retracement. So yeah, they're based off of lagging indicators, right? So 200 EMA. How many strategies are built off of the 200 EMA? Above, below, RSI. So there's tons of systems that are built off of indicators, and you know, a lot of them. There's some that I'm sure that are really, really good, right? But if you think about Lazy Boy, it's built off of the algo, which is predicting the future, not past, right? It's predicting the outcome. And then we've got our other probability outcomes, right? So when we take the low, when we take the high, above the open, below the open, high and low of the hour, they're all probability. So it's the first setup that I've ever seen that has stacked probabilities. It's not based off of, you know, either lagging indicators or... Hey, Mark. You're free. Free from the meetings. Take off that shirt and tie. That's what I did, mate. 12 years ago, I swore never to wear a shirt and tie or a suit again. I was like, I'm done. That's it. I'm never driving to London again. And there goes our top in NQ. So, yes, if we were trading regular trading hours, obviously I haven't looked at that. We could have taken that trade because regular trading hours was in line. Although we're in line now, when we retrace down on electronic, we did change. I don't even... I do wear underwear now. Your mum has some lovely drawers. I know it's hard to believe, right? And I don't want to shock everyone on stream, but I am over 40. Hard to believe. I'm at that retirement age, right? We're old men. In a young man's game. Streaming YouTube. Cheers, mate. Do you know what? I don't even have to ask anyone in the stream to like and subscribe because it's just the same. It's just always us. Right? It's the same 9. We're always on together. Tony's 50, 52 this year. 52. You 53, Pickles? This is it, mate. We're in the real club. None of this Instagram bullshit, right? We know what it's really like to try and do all of this with a wife. Issue number one, right? The wife. Kids, work. Right? None of that. I'm still living off mum and daddy. Look at me with this free life and I'm meditating all the time. And look how great I am at trading. Fuck you. Exactly. Exactly. Don't even start me on that fucking elf. Destroying the house. You're free. You're free, Jen. It should be an adult. Yes. He's right. It should be an adult. Oh, I love it. Anyone seen NQ? It's gone with gold. Proper shit. I don't think I'm a real adult. Me too, mate. Me too. My limit order came off about here. Anyway, we got another... Oh, God, it's past. I was about to say we got another hour coming soon. No, we don't. Look at this. This felt like the volume beforehand, right? When I was in this trade, I was like, oh, 1 hour, done. Yeah. And then New York kicks in. Look at it. It's like a tiny trade. It's so frustrating when it does that, and you're so much in profit as well. I was chasing yesterday. I was just hunting for trades. I was just on, just like, right, I've got to find a trade. Right. Where are we going to find a trade? What's looking all right? Where can I find a trade? Now, to be fair, NQ came out later on in the day, right? Like 2 ticks. Oh my God. That's so annoying. 2 ticks from profit. We all feel that pain. We all feel that pain. Do, 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 do. So YM's not quite filled the gap. Remember on YM, I use half past. Regular trading hours on YM during New York. Just because it gives us slightly better data. Yep, up there, 65, 60%. ES has taken the high. Still corrective though. Can't do anything with ES. So we're still collecting data on NQ at the moment, but we've just been doing some back testing. I've got a couple of things to do. what have I got to do? I've got to release this data, right? So I need to get this added on to our return to open, and then that'll be full. So once this is done, then that indicator will have no space to add any more on, because we've got all of these right. So we've got our return to open. So when we take the high, what the probability is of returning to the open. Then we've got our above, when we're above the open and we close above the open, probability of closing bullish. Great stat. Taking the previous high and low of the period and then closing bullish or bearish. Great stat. Love that one. If we close bullish or bearish for the segment, just if we close bullish or bearish, it's okay, but we never really get above 60. Well, we don't get above 60%, right? But if segment 1 closes bullish, there's a 66% probability of the whole hour closing bullish, right? It's all right. It's all right. Not the greatest. Breaking the previous high and low, I love. Above the open, I love. Obviously, the return to open is a cracker one, but it doesn't kind of help with predicting the outcome. So those two, absolutely love those two as a statistic. So I'll get that done either tonight or tomorrow, and then that'll be updated so you guys have got access to it. Just changing the names, some of the text, and ability to change the colour of the text, because I realised that we don't all use black screens like me, which I did forget. I made it so everyone could only use white. So I will fix that. So we've got that to update. I then want to also finish off just the main stats, really. I want to box this off, take it out of beta, just be done this indicator. Not really sure much, squeezing much more into it. And then we've got the where we're working on obviously creating the notifications for Lazy Boy, so that when everything aligns, you know, you only get the signals during set times. It is going to be a challenge, but it is on the to-do list. And then I might wake up in the middle of the night with another idea that could impact whether a candle closes bullish or bearish, but unless you guys have got any ideas. Because that's kind of our thing, right? Like we spoke about here. What is the probability of candle closing bullish or bearish? If we have and get the most probability of if a candle's going to close bullish or bearish, we know we can frame a trade, right? Because our hourly data, high and low data, gives us that ability to know that with a bullish and bearish data, where our low is and where our high is. Same thing, yeah? Yeah. I would like to do something around like rejection areas. Obviously, we always want to bottom tick a bullish candle, right? But it's kind of not our thing. Right now is just this kind of when probabilities stack towards an outcome plus the high and low. Yeah. It's between it being like knowledge, experience, and something that you can actually turn into a stat, right? So one of the things I was thinking about is when we do have a bullish hour, what's the probability of a fair value gap holding, right? Or an order block. or anything like that. We could look at, you know, when we have a bullish hour, what's the probability of those things being a success? But what is a success? So if we had a fair value gap here, right? What is success? Is it just it comes into the fair value gap and then the candle after closes above? Is that success? Is it we come into a fair value gap and we close bullish? So we come down into it and then we close back bullish. Is that success? I don't know. Is it that we have a fair value gap and that when the hour closes, that nothing closed below the first candle that made it? All right, we've got to come up with these rules. And once we've got these rules, we can then come up with probability. I like this for more high. So if we want sort of bottom ticking would be these signals here, right? So that would be our entry, that would be our stop. You can see there, nice sell signal. Obviously the algo was bearish at that point as well, right? So these were created for price action. So they, you know, they are designed to get you a better entry. Could do fair value gaps by segment. Could do segment, right? So this is one here as well. So we tagged that fair value gap. I don't know. We kind of, I'm kind of being focused on outcome of candle and not really, these are more entry points, right? That's what we're talking about. Where we could get entry points. It's difficult because we've got retracement data, right? So this is our retracement data. So you can see we retraced into our pullback area. If we were expecting this to be bullish, that would be our high probability area to buy. And then I don't have our full on. Have I not put that on? And then we've got our targets, target area. So that is a pullback area. You can see there, right? We pull back up into the these are our average pullback area. This dotted line here. So when we go bearish, this is the average price between here and here is the average price moves, right? Before then going the other way. See, we don't get on a very bullish hour, we don't generally pull back that far. Like, think about here. Right, there's the pullback, and we just go. Yeah. So there's that. We've got 51 minutes. We've got 9 more minutes. YM hasn't taken anything yet. It's closed above the open twice. So let's see. I want to see this. I'm going to go bearish. See that logo. So ES has taken the low and taken the high. Nothing super clean. We've come back above the 0 line. We'll see. NQ, you know, right now looking the cleanest for us. We just weren't able to take that trade at the 50% retracement. We could have done it if we'd have been in a regular trade nows. We could have done it in regular trade nows, just not in electronic, which is what I use, so doesn't matter. Do do do. Sales come right back. Nothing really much. We're just waiting on our next hour, really. See if we can get a setup from it. See if we got a late signal. No late signal. So how are euros doing? It is bullish. So you want to see if YM closes back above this open line in 3 minutes. That'll be a big take on it remaining bullish. Third segment to do so. We'll see. ES didn't fill its gap. Halfway. Here we go for that new high. What's our daily on NQ? Okay, we're on a 3-day bullish streak, are we? So, let's have a look. I think this is sequence 1, 2. Oh no, it'll be, where are we? Wednesday. So it'll be, yeah, Monday, sequence 1. Tuesday, which closed up here, sequence 2, bullish, right? And then we're in a sequence 3 bullish on the daily, with the higher time frame. So it's no wonder that we're having quite some strong pushes. It's no wonder. We are on a sequence, and the 152 days where we had this sequence, we closed bullish 69.74% of the time. So yeah, this needs to be a 3-hour. So when this hour closes, let's have a look. Okay, so our 2-hour is still a sequence 1. So when we go into our next hour, our 2 hours is still going to have a 96% probability of closing bullish. Just going to say that again. 96% probability of closing bullish. And our 3-hour has got 1 more hour as well. So the 2-hour and 3-hour end at the same time. And our hourly is going to go to a sequence 2. So we've got a good chance of a setup next hour, right? Good chance, good chance. What do we want to see? We want to open this hour with this, the last minute, right? We want to take this high very quickly. We want this high gone. Instantly. Why have I hit that? Gives us a 66% probability of the hour closing bullish. No. Nope. All-time highs are a dangerous place, right? Because people just assume, ooh, you know, we've got to go back. But look at NQ. It's always been in all-time highs, right? It's a constant all-time high. It's not like Euro USD. Euro USD is in a range because it's a currency, right? So Euro USD is if you zoom out on the higher time frame, it's a range. That's it. Unless something massive happens in the world, you kind of have your kind of top level and low level of average price for the euro against the dollar, right? And then kind of fluctuate between those top levels. So yeah, right, if we go out in the weekly, right, there's the lower euro, there's the higher euro, and we're just smack bang in the middle of the range, right? When's that? That's 71. So 2018. Let me just right 2022. And then you compare that to, there you go, we got a high gone. First probability of being a bullish hour. I'm just going to go up to the weekly. Look at the difference. Right? Since 2016, all-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs. All-time highs, all-time highs. Like, it's just such a different pair. Currency and the indices. So yeah, NQ, don't worry about it. Just focus on what the hourly, and it's such a small section of the hourly, right? It's 1 hour that we're just trying to take our tiny piece of the puzzle. I think something can be overextended, right? We can be overextended, and maybe you can see something's run for a while and decide maybe I don't like it now, right? But we see NQ do it. We see NQ go on those days, and PMI, if you look at PMI on NQ, PMI predominantly, when we've done our back testing on PMI, can be a really trendy day. Really trendy day. I should have really had that in my head today anyway, with it being PMI. I should have had that in that we can have one of the days where we just keep on going. We'll maybe give 1 or 2 touches to VWAP, and that's it. Wonder whether that was our VWAP touch here. I haven't got VWAP. There you go. There's our VWAP touch. And then we continue on. PMI. Put it in your books. Can be a very, very, very trendy day on NQ. So we've got our first stat right. We've taken the high of the previous hour. First probability being bullish. Algo, sequence 2, 77% probability being bullish. 2 hour, still got this left. 3 hour, still got this left. High probability. Do 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 do. Six minutes. There is a good probability this could be our low for the hour. It's not a huge probability, but still good. We want to see a little bit more data, right? So first confluence, we've taken the high. Second confluence, algo. Third confluence, dynamic TP is blue and above zero. Fourth confluence, trend AI is very strong bullish trend. All three algos are aligned. We close above the open in segment 1. 60% probability of closing bullish, right? Segment 1, 66% probability, right? Which will be in 2 more candles. Another tick, another probability. Tick, tick, tick. We've returned to the open, so that's done. Right, we took the high, returned to the open. So that data's done. So we are free to go long if we take the highs now. That stat has been delivered. So what we want to see now, we want to see these highs go, right? We want to close above the open, and then we want to set our trade if we have all those things aligning. This 9-minute candle, we want to see close above the open. Otherwise, we'll have a positive towards being bullish and then a negative. This closes above, that gives us a positive. What did we say? It was 63%, 63%, 69%, 77%. Right? Ten seconds. Close above the open. Very good. So we are in segment 2 now, right? So we've taken the low. So that gives us an early negative towards, obviously we're coming down into here, which is what I was looking at, right? So first early negative. However, all we need to see now is price come up, take this high, give us that confirmation, 50% retracement, let's go. That's all we got to do. You know, if you're brave, you could try and snipe an entry here. It's not a terrible idea, right? Below this candle. Stop. Obviously our lazy boy setup will be, once we take this high, that gives us our extra confirmation, and then we'll be looking at 50% of wherever that is for a retake of the high. I am going to take a speculative trade out of there, doing what I've said. I'm on low risk. I'm on the wrong. Hang on. Hit me dickhead. So I want at least sort of 2R for that. I'll be looking to make sure we close above the open. Nice close back above the open. Might just add another one here. And then so risk management, I don't want to see it close below the open. Have to stay above the open. I want to see us take this high. Stop will then come below here. We've got 4 more minutes. Do. 4 more minutes until our 9-minute candle. We are risking 200 on this trade. So I've gone half on what I normally risk just because we haven't got the full confirmation. And I was just being a bit speculative with, I was expecting our low in this period. Plus having two confluences before. Closing above the open here and in the first segment and taking the high. I want to see us close above the open now. Coming back below is not good. We need to go. Two more minutes. So just to confirm, in 2 minutes time, this needs to close above the open. Or you can just go straight and hit the stop loss. And then we haven't got to worry about that. Then it's done. So it is looking like we probably won't close above the open. We've got a long way to go if we were going to do that in a candle and a half, right? Segment 2, it's not a massive impact on the close, but it's still a negative, right? It's a second negative. First negative, second negative. So it's not ideal, right? So at that point, I'll just be looking then for full confirmation of us taking the high. Yeah. CL's got to sell. Now we're getting that run down. Let's focus on NQ. Now we get our sell signal on NQ as well. So stop to break even. And let's wait. Unfortunately. Would I take what? I am out. Move my TP to here. So 50 quid loss instead of 200. I still expect it's probably going to go up, but because we got the sell signal, we haven't got the confirmation, everything's bullish. It was just a speculative trade, you know, that we'd put in our low. When we started putting in the negatives, it's not great, but you know, now we need to see close above the open, take the high, give us a retrace, give us then the retracement for a lazy boy. That sell, would I take it? No. No. Don't get me wrong, you've got a lot, you know, EMAs, right? Coming over the top of it. But we've been bullish. We haven't yet taken this low. No. Definitely wouldn't be looking at the shorts. Although we are starting to flicker. Ooh. If we had a corrective and that had gone, then possibly, but even so. So you can see that me getting out that trade, sorry, I've removed it. Here, right? Wasn't quite BE. It's probably a bit higher, wasn't it? It's up there. So, stop was 200, right? So it cost me about 50 to get out the trade, but it's fine. I was risking for 2R. That's what I was aiming for, right? I was aiming for 2R. But really, I only risked a small amount in it. If it played out, that's great. I was managed the trade, got out. As soon as we started to see close below, sell signal, I want to get out the trade. So we were, I don't know how to do this, out there. Yeah, it does look nice in that it's bending round, right? But this low goes, possibly. We are corrective bearish now. But if I was bullish, if I was bearish, because the only thing is it's really corrective as well. So remember, for the bullish side of things, we would need to see a complete reversal. And this high would need to go, which is not likely. It's next hour, really. CL, we haven't got enough. Obviously, 2 hours great, but 1 hour's not enough. ES has given us the buy signal, does have the probability. Taken the previous hour, has closed above. So, yeah, I mean, it's a little early. We've got an early signal, not a buy signal, which I'd have preferred. But it's quite tight as well, this. It's flashing though. If we take this low on NQ, then shorts are looking a bit better. But the previous candle low, right, is so there's our last bearish candle, which is the low. That's our bullish candle. Where are we shorting to, right? Maybe a retap of the highs. Come down, break above, retest the highs. This would be your support zone if you're a support and resistance trader. So yeah, you'd want to see that go, right? Otherwise you're shorting straight into that level. There's the breakout. Will it go now? Possibly. Retracement down. Not quite filled the wick. And then go. But we see that, right? We see a little fair value gap left. That's how we get it, right? We have a break up, a slight retracement, and then a flip, and that's how we get our fair value gaps. Or we can fill the gap, come all the way back to the candle before, which will be this. And then the next hour go bullish, right? But if we go below here, yeah, then I'd be looking more on the short side. We have broke that low. Wicked it though. Nearly. Right, it's nearly. We go on to our hourly. Let me just... Right. Pull back, break above. don't know if that would classify as a wick test. If your trades by amount of person, let me know. Let's see if we close below that level. But I think for me, guys, that's a day. That's a day. Shame we didn't get a trade. We nearly did on here. We were close. Positive day for me. 2 trades here and here, with a small loss on this one. So happy with that. I was not going to give it back today. Other than that, keep an eye on this, see what happens, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright guys. Boosh.